Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. Today we will learn about chapter 6, which is foreign direct investment. Okay, firstly, I want to explain what is FDI. Okay, can you see from your slide? FDI is when a firm invests directly in facility to produce or to market their product or services in a foreign country. So it means that the company or the MNC will build or setting up their business or factory in another country for the purpose of to manufacture or to sell the products. So the benefit of having this foreign direct investment is the investor can gain cheaper access to product and services, and the host country can get valuable investment. Okay, so what we know here that from FDI, it involved the transfer of management, okay, the technology, the product, and also expertise and skill. So in terms of here, okay, FDI investor can gain access to cheaper product or services. We know that usually the motive is because they want to get the cheaper labor cost and cheaper resources. And then for the FDI also, they provide the host country with an exchange of skill, information, expertise, and job opportunities. Okay, so for as we can see in Malaysia, there is a lot of multinational company like Dell, Mattel. Okay, they are operating in Malaysia. So the good thing for the Malaysian people that we can have more job opportunities for the local citizens. As you can see from the example, the Hungry Dragon Toys, a Chinese company, purchased a cooperative chemical, a plastic company in US. Okay, so this is one example of foreign direct investment. So other in Malaysia, we can see like ExxonMobil, Caltex, Dell, Mattel. They also undertake FDI in Malaysia. Okay, just now I explained to you is the foreign direct investment whereby they build or they're setting up operation in foreign countries. So another way of FDI is the portfolio investment whereby the investor will invest in financial asset, which is in terms of stock or bonds. That means they are the shareholder. So you can see for example that I give to you, Mr. Haruko, a Japanese investor purchased 100 share stock from GM Motor. So it means here, Mr. Haruko, okay, is the shareholder, okay. So they no need to be he does not need to involve in managing the company. So he can either sell the stock or he can buy more stock anytime. So he don't have any long-term commitment for the company. So it's not here, but I would like to explain another type of foreign direct investment is FDI services. The example that you can see here in Malaysia that we have hotel, insurance, banking, travel agency, okay, hotel like Concord, Marriott, insurance, ING, insurance, bank, we have the HSBC Bank, Standard Chartered Bank, Citibank. So these are the example of FDI services. So why FDI services? Because they also need to offer the service in foreign country, so it is near to the customer and closer to the market. Another factor that help in terms of smoothing the FDI services is the rise of internet. So one of the example, like some of the bank or credit card company, they outsource the call center to India. Okay, now we move to pattern of FDI. So the early stage of FDI during 1980s and 1990s, US was the favorite target for the FDI inflow. Okay, inflow means the country receive investment from other countries such as Great Britain, Holland, France, Japan, and Germany. Beside US, and another country is the EU country, European Union country. So why they target the developed country? Because the market are large. Okay, the country are wealthy, they are economically stable and dynamic, and they have a very favorable political environment. Okay, so many manufacturers then expand their business to foreign country to take advantage of lower labor costs and to be closer to the market. So at the beginning of 1990s, okay, they begin to realize that it will be more profitable or more attractive to them to move their FDI to developing country, including the Asian country. Okay, since the beginning of 90, foreign direct investment become the most important source of foreign capital in emerging market. The short form is the BRIC, the Brazil, Russia, India, and China. These are the what we call as the emerging market, become the favorite for the foreign company to come to their country and to open their business. Okay, so China has become a hotspot for firms that are attracted to the country because of the low wages and the large market. So as what we know, many MNC, they operate their business in China, they open their factory because of the cheap labor cost. China offers skilled laborers, and China government also moving toward this open policy to attract more investors. They provide offer tax breaks and subsidy. And China, as a big population, they have a very high purchasing power. Okay, for the driver of FDI flow, okay, so although world are moving toward the free trade, some of the countries protect their local business by imposing a lot of trade barriers, because why? They want to minimize the import. However, if the other foreign company, they want to implement the FDI, the government encourage, because they know there are many benefits they will gain from FDI. Okay, so you can see here, the lower of trade and FDI barriers allow the company to produce in the most efficient and productive location. Okay, so among the attractive location, it can be Vietnam, it can be India, it can be China, Mexico. So they produce in this country, and then they can export their product worldwide. And then beside that, the reason, because they want to exploit the economy of scale, improve their efficiency, absorb the foreign technology, and innovate. So by expanding business to many markets, they will get a lot of demand, and then they can produce in a large volume, gain economy of scale, they can offer cheaper products, so they can be more competitive in the global market. So the entry of multinational company in emerging market has created a surge in the economic activity, which also enhance the host country economic growth. Okay, so like Malaysia lah, as we can see, there are many multinational company that come and operate here. They offer a lot of benefit like in terms of employment, and it also help in terms of improving and enhancing Malaysia economic growth, because many firms aware that the benefit and many countries aware about the benefit and profit by having operation overseas, because they are closer to the market. So many MNC, they will operate their business in overseas. It is closer to the market. They can reduce the transportation cost. They can gain a lot of benefit and profit, less bureaucracy and less trade barriers. At the same time, they can establish their position in the global market. Okay, so actually for the FDI, okay, I forgot to explain. First, there are two forms of FDI, which is greenfield, and number two is merger acquisition. So greenfield means the company need to set up the business from A to Z, from the ground. So they have to go to Malaysia, for example, find a suitable land, for example, like the Kulim High Tech, build factory, and then they have to install the machine, find the workers. So these are more time consuming and incur a lot of cost, and it also can be very risky because you have invest a lot of money. So another way of FDI is merger and acquisition. Okay, merger is penggabungan, and acquisition is pengambilalihan. Okay, merger acquisition. As we know that most firms make their investment by doing merger and acquisition. Why? Because company is already exists. Okay, you want to invest in the foreign company. Okay, the company is already there. So the multinational company just need to take over, and then they just continue the business. Okay, if they don't do it, the rival will do it. Okay, so foreign firm will have a valuable strategic asset. So this company, because they already exist, they have brand loyalty. Okay, they have a very loyal customer that already use their product. Okay, this company are well known. They have customer relationship. They already have trademark, patent, distributions, and also a good production system. Okay, so no need for the MNC to build all these things from the ground up, because it is risky, costly, and takes a lot of time. Okay, another reason for the merger acquisition, they believe they can increase the efficiency of the acquired asset by transferring the capital, technology, or management skill. The company is good, but some of it are having some problem lah. Maybe their product is outdated, poor technology, or toward bankruptcy. Okay, So in this method, the MNC will buy the company, and then they will transfer some capital, okay, invest some technology. So the company from the beginning maybe struggling or going to be bankrupt, so they can be more superior. They're having more good product, good technology, so they can survive in the market. Okay, if you can recall back the chapter about the international trade theory, we'll learn about the Vernon product life cycle theory. Okay, for this topic, we know that they have 4 stages. What being emphasized here is the three stage of the international product life cycle. So we will relate this theory with the motivation why the company undertake FDI. So we know that for the new product stage, okay, like Xerox, okay, a company from US that produce copier, okay, they produce in US market first. Okay, later on in the growth stage, they will export to other country, which is developed country. From the at the maturing product stage, okay, the other developed country already produce copier lah. For example, like Japan already have their own copier, so Xerox need to set up a production facility in this country lah, because they want to reduce the cost. And the last stage, which is the standardized product stage, at this point of time, Xerox need to move or shift their production to other developing country, because at this point of time, many countries, including the developing country, are able to produce the same product. So they need to compete in terms of cost. So they have to invest in the investing in developing country is the best way for them to reduce the cost. Okay, so for the theories of FDI, okay, the market imperfections. So sometimes it is also known as the internalization theory. Okay, company need to access to specialized knowledge that only available in a foreign country. So MNC, for example, through merger and acquisition, what they can gain is the transferable knowledge. Okay, beside that, they also can capture the key personnel or the manager from the foreign company, okay, that they want to merge, who had the valuable knowledge and expertise. Okay, their manager don't have that expertise or knowledge, so they will get by having merger, they can also get the key personnel. Okay, and then in terms of technology, whereby they gain transferable knowledge. China, for example, China Bicycle Corporation in Shenzhen bought an American bicycle company in US to learn how to produce high specific model to cater the demand in US and Europe. So by having to buy this company from US, they get the technology to produce good bicycle models, so they can also export all over the world. Okay.